What we need to do is take... Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying Mertolot can say he can hear now. It's just messed up. Okay.
What we do here is we take this shot. What we do here is we take this shot. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, shut up! There we go. Sorry. I had to tell my alternate self to shut up. Alright, and because this guy's in the air, we have a very good shot on him. We're going to drill this. It's not even going to be a problem. Ah! Lord almighty. I wanted to suppress that Muton, but now this dude up here is officially a problem. So we need to make sure that he goes away. Alright. Muton might just fall back after seeing all of his compatriots die. Nope,
or
he's just going to go straight on.
Himself to kill one person. Yeah.
And suppress, which is more than fine with me. I'm good with that. Thank you. Alright.
Got some milled up there.
Oh, we do. I just don't know if we can get to it on time. Hang on, let me pause the music so I can listen to the meld can. I think we got to move towards it before I can hear it. That sucks.
Yeah, don't risk everything for the meld.
I can't hear it. Not making noise. Well, it's not a risk. It's just, you know, I spent my scout turn going over there, so, you know.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Hopefully that's not the worst thing ever. Hopefully that meld can sticks around for one more turn. I like our odds. I don't know.
I think it will. I mean, this is only, what, two rounds in? 2 or 3?
Oh, this is our third turn. That's a very good point. We had a very explosive, bombastic second turn that could have been terrible for us.
Well, I mean, they, like, bum rushed you. It was crazy how aggressive they were.
That's a small map. That, you know, that does have the propensity to happen. But now that the two outsiders are gone, you know, the world is ours, pretty much. Going there would be the obvious answer, wouldn't it? I don't want to kill TP Floyd. Such a nice...
You know, I've got my clone in the vat. It's okay.
It's funny how one turn can make or break your fortunes completely. Because if that turn would have gone badly, we would have been looking at a squad wipe or worse. But now there's nothing on the map and we just have total control of everything. It's crazy how that works. That's XCOM, you know, for better or for worse, that's the game.
True enough.
Oh, the meld can stayed around. 12 free meld for us. You do like to see it.
Yeah. You do love to see it.
Don't know if there's another one about. Probably not. I keep thinking of, like, what do we need to do to breach the UFO, but we don't really need to. We just killed the outsiders, so we can just kind of walk on there and, you know, hang out, enjoy the sights.
Take your time.
For anybody who's looking to get into Long War, that is not how you do this. That is a high risk versus reward type of thing. Sometimes the outsiders are limited in the game's programming to, like you said, defending the ship when you haven't seen them. But that does mean that they are allowed to roam the perimeter as much as they'd like up until this little shield thing. So like up until this area right here. They can just hang out outside the wall all they want. And if you see them, like, the game is on, they don't care. They will walk, they'll chase you to the end of the map if they feel like they have the advantage, so. You know, it's funny because I'm like a walking, like, font of XCOM knowledge, but I've never been able to, you know, follow my own advice. Oh, here comes some drones. Neato. Oh, mental. Yeah. I love drones.
At least they're not discs.
Well, they're not discs, and they're all on the ground, which is really nice. They're sacrificing a huge, what's it called? A huge chance to hit advantage by being on the ground. Oh, we missed that completely. That's nice. Cool. Very epic.
Hey, Hyper.
But TP Floyd does have hit and run, so we should just be able to blast away here. Get 2 or just the 1. Need to upgrade that shotgun ASAP. We should be able to get the job done easily here.
Yeah, I crit the second shot.
Right? A 74% chance miss is not what you need to get the job done, quote unquote. Right. Now what? Okay, just one more and we got 2 shots. There's more? Wow. Oh, this is a down medium. There is one more pod. I keep thinking it's a down small.
I thought it was a small too.
This is the medium that we wasted 5 interceptors trying to shoot down, so... Boy, for us to do that and then to, like, you know, get wrecked on turn 1 and squad wiped, I probably would have quit the game.
Well, I'm glad that didn't happen.
XCOM is a game of inches, but we were talking yards there.
Yeah.
How's the mission been? This one, against all odds, has gone very well. If you could have seen it start, you'd understand what I meant by that. But pretty much everything on the map rushed us at once. And a pot of 4 thin men, man. That's nuts. Alright, luckily they did take a very advantageous path there. They're all behind light cover, which is nice for us. We do have quite a few high explosive grenades remaining by my count. That we do. But we are going to use them. Hopefully we can just mop this up real quick. Might take us 2 turns, but that's okay. That's okay. Everything's
nice, chill XCOM mission.
Hanging out, having a good time. We should have blown all the wall there. Yes, we did. Good. Everything there is a flank.
You love to see it.
Just open season now. There's one dude behind the wall, but I'm not worried about it. What's the worst that could happen, right?
You're right, Hyper. Bad start, but we still turned it around. With so far, no major casualties.
So, you know, people often say, you know, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. In XCOM, it's all about how you start. Because, like, the threat level diminishes exponentially every time you kill an alien. Sometimes you have to go all out just to kill 1 or 2, even though the map has, like, 10 of them visible. Just 1 left. He's gonna acid. I'm not worried about that. Oh, there was an active meld can somewhere that we missed out by not killing that guy that turn. That sucks.
Oh, no.
Where's my scout at? Let's get the hollow target
But,
going.
you know, we still got 12 from the other one, so that, I think that's a nice trade-off.
But you're correct. When you, especially in Long War, if you get 1 meld can, you're ahead of the game already. So here's OJ. We're going to stand out in the open. I'm not really particularly worried about not ending the game on this turn. So okay, now I'm a little worried about it. Right, now I'm very worried about it. Funny how these things work, isn't it?
Well, it's still just the one guy, so worst case, he could maybe kill one of us.
Well, I can smoke up still with.
Oh yeah, then
with
you should
Pete,
definitely
so
smoke up.
that'll help. That'll help a bit. And, oh, and I can run and gun with DP Floyd. Yeah, that should seal it. Yeah, when you have a 100% chance. Good mission. Very good mission.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get some nice
Great
resources
mission.
from that. Nobody got hurt. That's even better. That it went from a squad wipe to a perfect mission. You know, when you get those little those little victories, you gotta appreciate them when they come. 27 alloys. Come on, man. We can do better than that. 4 computers though. Quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
Where's roast beef at? Yo, roast! I got them computers, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind you in 10 minutes to check out your Baking Supreme pizza. No way. Supreme is a terrible flavor of pizza. Supreme pizza's fine. I just don't like the black olives, man. You know.
Well, my thing is that it's almost too much. You know, like a pizza, probably no more than 2 or 3 toppings.
Yeah, I'm just a pepperoni kind of guy, you know. That's all I need.
I've taken to adding like roasted garlic to my pepperoni. That's about
Ooh.
it.
See, now I'm going to have to get on your case because Streamer X would get very upset if he heard that I would let you get away with putting such a fancy topping on your pizza.
Streamer X, the creator of the Hero Pizza. Come on.
Oh man, that was a good ass pizza.
It was a fantastic pizza, dude. Good lord. And we made that ourselves. We just bought the cheap ass oven pizza and just added everything.
Okay, I want to do alien metallurgy. In fact, I think it's worth selling up to 300 to do that, just so we will get more
Yeah,
alloys.
Mig is correct. I am not a huge fan of any kind of fruit on pizza. I know that it has its proponents, but yeah, I've never liked pineapple. Period. And adding it to something I love like pizza is just it doesn't work for me.
I like pineapple, but Hawaiian pizza is a disgrace. I like pineapple, I like ham, and I like pizza, and I hate Hawaiian pizza.
Love ham. Ham on pizza is not bad. No fruit. Yes.
That'll help us.
Sorry. Green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and bacon, or ham, or ham. Possibility of black olives. See, I would be okay with the peppers and or onions and the bacon and or ham, but I couldn't do more than 3 toppings. I think you're losing stability on your pizza.
Yeah, I do like bacon on a pizza.
Yes. Strong agree.
We need to get another satellite up before the end of the month. Am I building one? No? Why?
You're launching one.
Why am I stupid? Why did I do alien metallurgy instead of another satellite? Because I'm dumb. Yeah, epic.
I mean,
Right.
maybe you're working with thicker pizza than I am, Hyper, but like speaking of, if you're not aware, Red Baron has recently come out with a thick crust pizza that is incredible.
Really?
Yes, it is very good. It's got pepperoni, like your traditional pepperoni, and then your diced like pepperoni, and you just add just like garlic salt and or red peppers, and you're good to go. But it is a great like a Chicago deep dish style almost.
All right, so we are now up against a covert extraction. And we're still early enough in the game where we can win these. So that's what we should try to do.
Sam's Choice. I'm not as familiar with the Sam's Choice. I can't speak for that. So maybe it works. I don't know. But yeah, I typically do Red Barons or Tombstone myself. Sometimes the Newman's Own if I'm feeling fancy.
Oh yeah, that's going to cost you now.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you can get it on sale, especially at Food Lion, but it's rare.
I kind of don't want to send Morit because she has terrible base HP. We're going to send Tristan Jolly instead, or Jolie. Before the stream, I was looking at him going, Jolie.
His nickname's Wolverine. That's awesome.
Do I even want to send Jolie, though? He has 3 base health, too. Do I have an infantry with... Okay, there we go. Ihar Solavyov. Wild Child.
Yeah, so you're correct, Hyper. A cheese pizza is just a pizza that you're planning to put your own ingredients on. I would not just eat a cheese pizza on its own. That is a waste of pizza.
Not only is that a strong agree from me, but, like, you know, I feel like a lot of foods have their base versions. Like, for instance, my father loves vanilla ice cream. And my thing is, like, you know, vanilla ice, it's vanilla, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like you can't say you like vanilla. Vanilla is for making a sundae out of, you know? It's you don't just eat it on its own. Like people call other stuff vanilla for, you know, because it's bland. You know, and this is the one case I will, you know, insult somebody who likes vanilla ice cream. It's wrong, man. It's don't do that.
Yeah, I'm a big slut for chocolate ice cream, and or pepper. Not peppermint's good in some ice creams, but like peanut butter ice cream.
If the
That's my jam.
if you're talking about the three basic flavors of ice cream, it's always going to be chocolate for me.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, honestly, I would choose vanilla over strawberry, but that's just because like a lot of like the strawberry flavoring is bad. If you have like actual real strawberry like flavor in it, I will take that over vanilla. But the problem is a lot of that is just fake.
All right, so this map has its positives and negatives. It's not the worst covert extraction map. The positives are you can reach both of the comm relays in one turn. So you can pull yourself out of a jam if you need to. The negatives are that it's hard to get a foothold here in the grocery store because that's kind of what you have to do if you want to fight your way to the covert op. There's no middle ground. So what we need to do is try to silently sneak along the edge of the map and get to the wall without pulling any exit. If we can do that, we should be in good shape.
Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope we don't trip any major exalts. Also, I love the Jamaican flags on the building, despite that this is in North like Canada.
It's the Jamaican wine store, man. Yeah, I read.
Jamaican.
We're gonna leave Shinji right here because as long as the Exalts can't see one of my guys, they can't see that he's just standing there on the roof by himself. So, all right, we need to try to make it to the wall. Okay, good. It looks like we'll be able to do that. Excellent.
Yeah, I usually just get chocolate unless I'm in. Yeah, I do like a good mint. The problem is a lot of the mint ice cream you can buy like grocery stores just it doesn't have a lot of the mint flavor. It's just green. It's green vanilla, basically.
All right, there's a lot of Exalt movement in the grocery store, but that's, you know, that's small potatoes. Once we get to the wall, we can figure out how we want to get in. Are there any Exalts in this area? I'm not seeing any with the old search here. We might have a very advantageous position. Question is, do we break through the doors there? Or do we break through the one door here? I say we just go through the bottom floor.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably be the easier way to get it done. Once we get behind heavy cover here, we can just overwatch them to death. That's what you want to do on these early Exalt missions. And once again, here I am trying to speak truth to power, but it doesn't mean anything if I don't actually do it. So.
Now, this is your second or third Exalt, because I know you said you did a couple earlier.
This is our second Exalt mission.
Exit, okay.
So we want to just make a little move here behind the cash register to get that full cover. Ah! No! I thought I could do it! That's all right. We got in the store, and that's all that matters. Once we get in the store, we're pretty much golden for whatever it is we want to do. That guy's got a rocket, though, and I don't like that. We might have to take some early action.
Yeah, get the rocket man out of there.
Because Exalt rockets are a day ruiner. They really are. They will blast your guys to high heaven and not really care about it too much. And the problem is we're a little bit zonked here. That ain't no good. If we can get him out in the open, though, he won't shoot a rocket at us. So I think just throwing a high explosive grenade is going to be enough here. What was that?
Oof. Oof.
I think we did get a misclick there. It didn't go as far as it should have.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely
it didn't go
I
where
would-
it was supposed to go. I'm gonna give that to myself.
Yeah, you should, because
The
that
line was
bullshit.
very clear. It did not explode where it was supposed to.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I strong agree on that one.
This is within the rules, and now I have confirmation bias. No, in all
And that's the
seriousness,
most important bias to have.
well, I am a little bit tipsy, but you could see, and I'll
You're
show
not
you guys
that
again.
tipsy.
We got to make the same moves that we did last time. So what? Yeah, I moved directly to the cash register. We triggered those
What
guys.
am I?
There
What
we
am
go.
I gonna smoke next? Okay, national brand. I got these as like a screw up pack. Got like 50 of them.
And then we did something really stupid, and we moved our infantry there, despite that being the wrong move. Okay. Then we moved the grenadier right here. Okay, yeah. See how I can stop short? I had it here.
Yep.
You see how it goes like
Yep. Yep.
That's not what we want. Hold that for a few seconds, make sure we get the throw we
A
want.
little frustrating.
Okay. Okay, we got the throw that we're entitled to. We do have Rocket Man out in the open, so he at least will not use his first turn to fire a rocket at us. So that's nice. Now we need to get behind cover with our covert op. There we go.
I did.
Oh,
Oh, oof.
that hurts. A little painful.
That's bad. Yeah, that
Take a-
that hurts my soul.
A 35%er, and we failed the panic roll. That sucks. We're going to have to find a way to get through that. And I do have a way. It's called firing a rocket. This guy has caused me enough pain and strife. It's time for him to die. Oh, we didn't blow up the grocery store thing. That sucks, man. I hate it. All right. Well, now what? Hmm.
Can you go around the far side there and flank them?
We don't have enough guys in sight yet to hit one of these comm relays, but we will maybe next turn.
Okay.
So we need to look out for that.
I will defer to your expertise.
I want to get that guy healed.
I did some little bit of epic gaming this week. I platinum Persona 5 Royal.
Very nice. That is epic indeed.
Although I will say, the Royal version is way easier to platinum than the standard version.
Okay, so I think Salus is the only one who can see that person Overwatch. Just food for thought. Because we want to get Salus like right here.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had that line of sight mod installed. But I think the moment I take a step in this direction, that guy won't be able to see me anymore and his Overwatch is going to be moot. So let's try. You know, worst that can happen is we get turned into paste. I was correct. I'm a smart guy. Okay, meanwhile, Rocket Man needs to go.
No one's died, Hyper. You're good.
That guy needs to get out of town. I'm sick of him. He needs to die by any means necessary.
Yeah, take him out.
Fortunately, I think that means I'm going to have to fire my own rocket again.
What did he say?
He said, "Oorah!"
Ooh-ah.
And I'm going to have to waste my second high explosive grenade. It's a small price to pay, though, to not get... There's another oorah. Okay, everybody's behind heavy cover and we have no exalts in sight. That is a good sign.
Bait him out. Bait him out.
Yep, one by one. We did see a lot. Let's see. Yeah, we've seen 9 and killed 1, but right now we only have 1 in sight, and that's always good.
Yes,
Why
there
can't
was a slight
either...
misclick.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
some
good. I
reason.
was just answering Hyper's question. There was a misclick.
I think I'll
It
hunker
was either a
down.
misclick or the game just gave him the wrong trajectory.
96%. You gotta love that Overwatch opportunist. Giving us an easy kill on that guy. And
Hell
we
yeah.
drilled the 58% Overwatch. Very nice. And the 60%? No, not quite.
All
But
in
it
all,
can
though, it's a
all.
good turn.
Yeah, good turn. Alright, let's see. Now what? I have this guy behind heavy cover, but that doesn't matter much to me. I'll take a 41%. Oh, and we hit the critical. Very nice.
Hell yeah.
That is good stuff.
Lighten them up.
Finally, good things happening to us. We like to see that.
You love to see it, man.
It's I just like the regular counter is half cover. The counter behind the cash register is full cover. I don't get that.
Hey, you gotta protect your cash registers from thieves and the like.
No 58% for us, sadly. That would have been nice. Luckily, they still have ballistic weapons. They're still very bad at aiming and hitting us. So, we take everything we can get. This guy's in full cover. We don't really have a reason to venture out and meet him yet. I'm just fine to shoot it out with him from here, and that'll work.
Yeah, yeah. There's no reason to like do something stupid and crazy.
I want to swap positions of Solovyov and Jafari. I think it's worth spending a turn doing that. There we go.
I love the operatives like DOA designation.
Yeah, that's just a rough nickname to get, man. They can't decide what they want to do, and that's like when you get into a small map and start removing the cover, Exalt gets confused. That's what you kind of want to do in this situation, which is why I always start from inside the wine store. All right, here we are. We're out of explosive consumables. We spent all of them trying to kill that one rocket guy. So, that's no fun. But the good news is that Salas is a very good shooter. We have a coin flip on this marksman. Yeah, that's not necessarily what you want. That's okay.
Could have been worse.
We're in good positions. We're healthy and strong. We can afford to just blast away and see what happens.
And they don't have a rocket to blow your shit up, so that's
bad
key.
turn. We didn't get much. So it's a good news, bad news situation. Bad news is some of them have grenades they can use to demolish some of our cover. The good news is that we have good cover. The counter won't blow up easily. The cash registers will and leave us with half cover. This pillar cannot be destroyed. This standee can be destroyed, but, to diminishing returns.
So I thought they were falling back, but they moved one guy forward, so I don't know what they're doing there.
They say that a lot, like, oh, they're falling back, and then it doesn't, actually come to fruition. Reload. We're not yet in an emergency situation where we need to hit one of these comm relays yet. So.
Well, yeah, you're not on a time limit in terms of terms, are you?
Nope. All right, so we just want to go for the easiest kills. We could kill that guy in one shot. Got to hit him though first. That's the important part of it. Got one. See if we can get two here on a 38%er. No, not quite. Right, yeah, see, they're confused. They're like, I don't know where to go because the groceries got blown up. So if they just want to keep moving around and doing nothing, that's fine with me. In fact, that guy's standing out in the open wanting to get blasted. I'm more than happy to oblige him. See you later, idiot. This is what I'm talking about, like, misclicks that I will give myself, but bugs I don't always, because sometimes the bugs work in your favor.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry to bring up ice cream, Hyper. It was a good comparison point. Ice cream and pizza, they just go together sometimes.
Those are the quintessential American comfort foods, are they not?
Yeah.
Oh, and here comes the high explosive. Like I said, that pillar is indestructible. But Salus's grocery standee was destroyed. Luckily, we've got an upper hand here now. There's 5 out there that we've seen. 3 of which are visible to us now. Will making this move trigger that Overwatch, though? That's the question, isn't it?
Probably. The question is, can you survive it?
I think we can, but with shots out in the open, you can always get unlucky and get critical.
Do you have a scout that can draw it?
No, I don't, but all we have to do is hit it 51% and it's not even a problem anymore. There we go.
Yeah.
It's all about how you play the game. Do we take the half cover with Salus is hurting right now. Hang on, let me use Jafari's turn to heal Salus. There we go. Now we can take a hit from any cover pretty much. Couldn't get that coin flip. You hate to see it. And we'll reload.
Well, at least, yeah.
Wait, hang on. We're flanked there? Oh, the cash register blew up! Everything exploded. That
shit.
sucks. We were lucky to make it through that turn alive. Alright. How come nobody told me about that? That was really... That was a stupid, drunk mistake. That counter was gone with the wind, man. Thank you. Alright, but let's hit a coin flip and get right back on track. There we go. Hoorah! And there's another coin flip. When the coin flips go your way, you're gonna win. All I can think of is like some of the soldiers say soldier-like things. In the army, it's hua. In the Marine Corps, it is oorah. That's their battle cry. And some of the American or the English-voiced soldiers, they will say oorah. So I guess because one of the things about Long War is the foreign soldiers are actually they actually do have additional voices that have been done by people who speak those languages. So I guess they were provided with the script that the original XCOM soldiers in the vanilla version say, and they're just like, okay, I'll say oorah. Oorah! That's how we end up getting that. So
I am sad the Russians don't say bleh.
Suka bleh. That was one of the things that Streamer X, you know, when we talk about like he pretends to not get things, I told him that the only phrase I know in Russian is suka bliat. And he was like, oh, what is that? What does that mean? I don't know. And I was like, yes, you do, man. Literally everybody knows. Oh, we got 2 free flanks on this guy. Appreciate it. Yep, time for you to get out of here. Well, this is going well.
To be perfectly honest, I think bleh just means bleh.
But suka bliat means bitch fuck in Russian. That's what I know. And it's okay, Hyper. I can say it because it's in another language.
Shercock has redeemed wear a funny hat.
Oh, okay. I'm already wearing one. I got my headband on. But to humor you, I will wear the hat you have just handed to me. Hang on. This hat has a tag in it. It says intended for ages 14 and older. When you see it, you'll wonder why that is the way it is, but here we go.
I don't know if you saw
There's
it
my mature hat.
but there was kind of like a radar thing pointing towards your operative. I don't know if that's something you need to worry about.
This hat is for ages 14 and older. Yeah, so the radar thing is us hearing them moving.
Okay, so there's people moving around the operative then.
Right, so there is one guy who is near the covert operative, and what we want to do is just kind of bait him out, because once he's done, we can move across the map with impunity. Now, when we get to the covert operative, when he gets near a, what's it called, a comm relay, then more guys will spawn in. But until then, we'll have free run of the map to reload and get in position. So And I'm hoping this
That
guy
is
is gonna,
a-
you know, walk to me.
That is a very excellent hat, BT Dubs.
Yeah, well,
I think that's a good choice. I think that's a good choice, Shurkon.
it is for ages 14 and older only, okay? It's a very mature hat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nothing but the most mature.
Sometimes Exalt gets stuck, especially their marksmen. They'll just sit there steadying weapon forever. Like, they can't figure out what to do next. That's probably what's happening here. So we're gonna have to slowly move towards him. Figure out what he's on about. There he is. Alright, we should get two coin flips with our infantry here, and that should be enough. There we go. Alright. So now we get to go back and take a little bit of a breather here. We have killed 10 Exalts. There should be no more on the map until we hit the comm relay.
Yeah, until you spawn them.
You sure it's 14 plus and not 14 minus? Hyper, that is the first thing maybe you've ever said that has made me laugh out loud. Legitimately. Thank you for that. That was good.
Yeah, no, Hyper's got a point. Although I can't imagine a minus 14-year-old being able to fit that properly.
But is there even such a thing as a minus 14-year-old? Because I think at that point you have to be like something that your prospective parents are thinking about doing. That got me though. Good job, Hyper. Okay, there are no Exalts left on the map, so we can just kind of run around, stand out in the open, and just have grand old time of it. And generally, this is the point in the covert extraction where you've already won and you're just mopping up. You know, in general.
In general, indeed. Last Epic Gamer beverage.
TP Flit, have you ever played Disco Elysium?
Yes.
There's a part in Disco Elysium in the end where you're interrogating. Oh, this is a major spoiler. Let me rephrase. There's a part in Disco Elysium where you are interrogating somebody, and like you are like certain that he is the guy that did a certain thing that you're trying to like pin on him. And while you're doing the interrogation, like the guy essentially starts freely talking about like his motivations behind why he did what he did. And during that time, the narration at one of your, you know, internal voices says, "Be careful, you can still screw this up." And whenever something like this happens to me in XCOM, that's always the first thing I think of. Be careful, you can still screw this up. Don't think that you're immune to it. Great game, by the way, and I'm even happier that it will never get a sequel. Because you know what it would have, you know what it would have been. Like once that kind of thing gets a foothold, you know, it would have just been all the talking points that nobody wants to hear about.
Well, you know, that studio, it ran into all the problems you could have easily guessed the studio was going to run into.
Strong agree. You know, it wasn't a game studio; it was an artists' collective. Gotta, you know. But that's because people were like, "Oh, the ZAUM studio dissolved." And they're like, "We're not a game studio. We're a collective of artists making collaborative pieces." And it's like, okay, does anybody else know about any of those pieces except for Disco Elysium?
Not at all.
And then they were like, you know, that the publishers were hesitant to, you know, fund the other art that we did. And it's like, yeah, no shit.
Hyper has redeemed Shoe on Head.
Oh, Hyper, come on, buddy.
So you have to react to some Shoe on Head videos after this.
Man, Let me tell you some drunken truths about Shoe on Head.
Don't.
Well, it is what it is. You know, I've followed her since. What's the right way to phrase this? You see, back
yeah.
back in the late 2000s to early 2010s, there was a movement of people who thought that a thing was going on, and it was. And Shu was one of those major voices in that movement of people who thought something was happening. And so, yeah, I've been watching her videos for a good little while. And I think what was especially funny is she put out a video to mock one of the other figureheads who was on the other side of that movement. And in that video, she's like, what is it with online... I don't want to say the term, but certain people of certain belief online, when they turn 30, it's like they start constantly mouthing off for attention. And I thought that, like, in Shu's case especially, that was a hilarious prophecy. I think it's still... It still exists. And for what it's worth, I do respect her.
Yes.
I think she is one of the smarter online people, and I think that it's especially funny that she had a Patreon goal for $50,000, where
I saw that, yeah.
if somebody donated her $50,000, she would shut up. And somebody did donate $50,000, so she just stopped tweeting and talking and making videos. You gotta admire the commitment to the premise, man. You really do.
Hey, you know what? Good for her, I say. Also, Hyper has asked that you hydrate.
No problem, buddy. Happy to do it. Cheers. I was trying to hydrate without losing my shoe. It's hard to do.
Here, I'm gonna help you out on this one. You can now remove all hats.
Ah, thank you. I will just remove all shoes, though. How about that?
I mean, yeah, if you want to keep the Uwu hat, that's a good hat to keep on.
It's a 14+ hat. Very mature hat. Yeah, anyway, there's my drunken truths about Shoe on Head. There's nothing more to read into that, so... Why even bother, right?
Hey, if you're getting paid $50,000 a month to keep your mouth shut, and you're doing it, good for you.
I admire her conviction above anything else. Because she's never really wavered.
No, she's always been consistent. I'll give her that. I don't agree with everything she's ever said, but...
But we live in a world, unfortunately, where people that I used to really respect in terms of, like, online, I don't want to say political, but, online rhetoric in general, where people I really respect in that sphere have started chasing clout and being, like, just expressing whatever opinion happens to be making money, that day. iDubbbz being one of those people, Ethan Klein being another one of those people.
Good old Ethan Klein, who's had to apologize again for having wrong think.
Well, you lie down with wolves, etc., etc. That's kind of how that goes. But in the grand scheme of things, agree or disagree with Shu, she never, she has never wavered from, how she is. So I respect that. I might not respect the opinion, but I respect the conviction.
Yeah, Hyper and I have been having a bidding war between you removing all hats and putting hats on. And the fact is, the adding hat is more expensive than the not having hat.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's capitalism, man. It all comes back to capitalism.
Hyper says he's no longer wasting points. That's fair enough, Hyper. If you want to keep doing it, I won't do it anymore. I won't remove any more hats.
Speaking of XCOM, we're almost out of here.
Yeah, it's been a good mission. Very solid.
Well, until now, we've had 2 new drop-ins. This is not necessarily the way we want to have them. We got a rocket guy right there, and we need to take care of him quick. Rockets are the one thing that ruins good things happening to you in these Exalt missions. We hit that shot, though. That's helpful. And of course the tower's blocking my one good shooter. That sucks. I think we can get a flank if we move here, though.
Can you blow up the car?
No, but it doesn't matter. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, all right.
It's funny how I start drinking and, like, you know, there's like a...
Here's a sweet spot. Like,
exactly. Yep. You're 100% correct. There is a sweet spot, and right now I'm in it. Like, I'm making the best decisions without even thinking about it. But, as you know, a certain point will come where that's just not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's right now.
Gone past.
We ought to be clear to get back to the Sky Ranger. This should be it. All right, good one.
Hell yeah.
That's just about how you draw it up, really. We did very well. You need to make sure you stay well above 75k. You keep holding it over my head, man. You just need to redeem it.
A flawless effort, not a single casualty.
We got the intelligence,
should,
which means a nice cash bonus.
You should up it to 100k.
I'm a man of my word. I keep it the way it is. All right. I think we got about one more mission left. No, surprisingly not. We killed a lot of Exalts to not level up, but whatever the case may be. There was something I wanted money for. What was it? Oh, yeah, build another satellite. That was it. We can do that a little bit more easily now. I did spend 100 meld on alien metallurgy. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. We need 50 bucks. Let's get another satellite on the way. Okay, now in 21 days we can finally get the Europe continent bonus.
Not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's or Undertale.
Then why are you saving up?
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just request a game normally. I mean,
all right, last mission of the night, everybody. Let's make it a good one.
Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
I'm thinking I might try to do fake ads or advertise my game. Yeah, Meg. I mean, you got to get your name out there somehow. Obviously, being part of a stream community could help if you can get dudes to play your game and get it out there.
If only you knew some dudes who would play your game. I would advertise
That's
it.
free advertising here. I mean, you got other places, you could go to. And Etherville mentioned it earlier, and I don't know if I shouted it out, but apparently the Steam Next is coming up next week, like the specials they have.
Oh, we can do some more demos.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the demos I
Okay,
played
you
are
guys-
really taken off right now on YouTube. I wish that I had a full-time YouTube person who would make videos for me and I could pay them. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Infantry, medic, engineer, rocketeer, assault, scout, gunner, sniper. That's what I need.
Friday Night Funkin'. That's a throwback there. Hyper.
The FNF community is still huge. People just tend to latch on to these things.
Despite the controversies in recent years.
Tell us about the Friday Night Funkin' controversies, man. I want to hear about it.
I'm not gonna get into it, but I would recommend Turkey Tom's video on.
Okay, yeah. One of my favorite content creators. He's very good.
Yeah, he talked about some of the, shall we say, well, I don't even know if it's TOS. I don't want to get you in trouble, but there have been some people associated with some of the more popular mods that have done some very shady, borderline illegal/illegal stuff.
Man, I don't know what it is about prevalent internet people and being sex pests, but it's something they can't seem to avoid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if I was ever super internet famous, the last thing you would do is catch me messaging minors on Discord, you know? I mean, it's the last thing you catch me doing in general, but, like, if I had money, like, I would never do anything to jeopardize having money. I feel like that's an uncontroversial thing to say.
Strong agree.
I don't get it. Like, why is every online famous person, like, wanting to do that? Like, you know, if you're like an online content creator and you have like lots of online clout, like, you're not gonna have a shortage of attention from people who are of age. You know, like, how hard is it? Just don't be a creep. Just don't do it. It's so easy.
Hey, Breakable. Yeah, no, I mean, you definitely get a little bit more leeway. Some cases, a lot. But, you know, pedophilia and that kind of thing, that is something that money does not always help you with.
I mean, it's, you know. And by the way, Breakable C, hey, how you doing? Round of applause for you, buddy. Yeah, this is our last mission for the night, unless something else happens. We do have a few of our friends who are streaming XCOM, so if I'm gonna quit, I need to do it soon before I get raided. But yeah, I just don't see why it's difficult, quite frankly. Maybe it's because I grew up in a different time.
You need to redeem flatulence.
Of course.
And another flatulence from a different user. 2 users to redeem flatulence.
You know, maybe just, like, you know, be online and don't be a pedo. It's very easy. I do it every day.
One more flatulence.
Of course.
There you go. Hell yeah.
I don't want to direct message anybody. Especially not mine. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Mig has also redeemed flatulence.
Like in real life, online I just want everyone to leave me alone.
Yeah, pretty much. Just be chill, hang out, watch cool videos.
A different age, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did online dating briefly when I was in school, and it was many years ago.
Yeah,
It worked out about as well as you'd expect.
Yeah, online dating is hell.
I think I met some nice people on it, but I never met any of them in person, so.
I've met a few in person, but you know, yeah, it's a very weird scene.
Oh, that's not fun. We don't want that to happen. Yeah, we definitely got to pull back. Yeah.
Be chill and redeem flatulence. Yes, breakable. Yes.
It's so easy. You stay chill and you redeem farts. 85% miss. Sick, bro. Mental. Very, very epic.
You can redeem, or you can, you know, you can also cure people's blindness.
I can't believe there's any controversy at all over that.
The only bad thing about that was the thumbnail of that video.
Yeah, but you know, I've stopped being mad about clickbait thumbnails. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you have
It's
to
what
do it.
YouTube wants you to do.
Exactly. Even if you are curing people's blindness, you have to. Oh, where did that guy go? What a pain. I love how Hassan was so angry about it. Like, you know, the rich need to benefit, you know, enrich society. Not like that! What are you doing?
Well,
you can't cure people's blindness.
Yeah, like in that case, like he gets that money, he could do the same thing. I get the underlying like criticisms that like, hey, the government should not let that be as expensive, but you know, okay, great.
How's going after Mr. Beast gonna fix that?
It's not. It's not. Hence the problem. That was a nice 48% there.
It was a good shot, yeah. The problem is we just had a floater do a launch, and I don't know where it went, and it's scaring me a lot. I'm gonna take a guess and say it's somewhere in this area.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, I was correct, but not correct enough to avoid getting hurt. Oh, actually, maybe I am. Hang on. There we go. Man, I am so in the sweet spot right now. It's crazy. And I have to take full advantage of this and then make sure that I do finish after this round so that I don't further jeopardize the good things that are happening. I mean, I want that meld. I just don't think I can get it.
Yeah, don't die for meld. If you get
I do that
great.
a lot.
If not, that's fine.
Dying for meld is one of my signatures. One of those things I do best.
It's capitalism, and you come up with unique and clickable ads or thumbnails, even if they're fake. I mean, the thumbnail wasn't fake; it was just a bad thumbnail. It was like this kid had like a head wrap, which wouldn't affect your eyes at all. It's just a bad thumbnail.
You know, I mean, it's a Mr. Beast thumbnail. It's what he does, okay? Do something about that guy. There's plenty of content creators out there to hate, and I feel like Mr. Beast just is one of those people that you can't. You know, I don't like his videos. I don't watch them.
Yeah,
Who cares?
same. Like, yeah, it's like, it's the most like generic, feel good stuff. I guess technically he's making.
I mean, I don't have a problem with him. It's like, you know, he makes money by giving money to other people. Oh, there was a floater overwatching I didn't see. Interesting. I mean, what a life, right?
Yeah.
He makes money by giving it away. How can you be mad? I don't get it. Like, it's not even like a PewDiePie situation where people are like, "Oh, he's got the bad opinions or whatever." It's not even like that. He gives people money, and it's like, I'm mad. Why? Why, man? What could you possibly disagree with?
You're the floater. Don't see him.
I don't know where that damn floater is either, man. I want to get an explosive in to expose that muton. Where's my engineer? There he is. Carpentier. What a name. Must be Canadian. Oh, that floater's going to overwatch me again from out of sight. That's so cool how I can't see him, but he can see me. Probably go bankrupt if you tried something like that. Man, I can't lie. If I had a ton of money, I would constantly be giving it to charity just because it's fun. That's why I like donating subs and bits to other streamers who are like part of our community. So like, you didn't have to do that. Yeah, I didn't. Fun. It's even more fun because you weren't expecting it. That's what I get enjoyment out of it, you know? I derive my sick pleasures from being nice to people. 75% miss. That's pretty epic. Bro, come on. This is ridiculous. Give me a break. Finally! It really shouldn't take that long. I'm not nice to you. You don't stream, Hyper. If you did, I'd come in and donate subs and stuff. No lie. There's a free close combat specialist. Thank you, idiot. There's another floater. There should be another pod around here somewhere. With any luck. Oh, that counter's on fire. I normally don't notice that kind of stuff.
Like I said, you're in the sweet spot, man.
I am. It makes me want to keep going, but at the same time, I know that if I do keep going, I'll get out of the sweet spot, and that's not what you want. I have bad enough XCOM luck when I'm 100% sober. But I think I'm in a headspace right now where I'm just not overthinking it.
Yeah, you're just vibing. Just vibing.
Alright. I think the last pod on this map is probably over there behind the trucks. I hate this map for that reason. We have to go all the way out there and chase them down. This sucks. I hate it. Been my catchphrase for this stream.
Well, despite that, you've had a pretty good run tonight. Like you've, at least so far, you haven't had anything that's been like devastating.
No catastrophic failures is a good run for me, and I am going to take that as a compliment, even though I very easily could not.
I mean, your luck is your luck. There's a reason on your 124 iterations of this. I mean...
Well, yeah, but Streamer X thinks the reason that I'm on my 124th iteration is that I refuse to learn anything. And, you know, he's not wrong. Like, I just keep saying, you know, the reason that I'm losing is because of bad luck. And that's correct, but not in the way that I think it's correct. I lose because of bad luck, but, like, XCOM is luck.
Yeah. At least on the mods, on all the mods you've got going on.
Well, Long War
I
is
mean, you
luck.
could do... Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do, like, an easier version of this, and I'm sure you'd clear house at this point.
But part of, you know, part of the entire thing, actually, about the whole Long War meta is that you have to understand that getting into situations that involve chance is bad for you because you are the only one who has something to lose. The aliens have nothing to lose. They don't care.
That's
you know,
true.
They'll gamble their entire mission away on an 11% shot, and that's okay. Because they, you know, they don't suffer consequences if their experienced soldiers die.
No, no.
That's not something they care about. But for you, if you get yourself into that situation where you're counting on a coin flip to either win or lose, you know, that's the point where you've made the incorrect decision that's going to hurt you. And it's something that I still like have yet to get behind. I'm like, you know, the core tenets of the gameplay for me are that everything should always work out the way it's supposed to, according to the odds, and that's the way that I play. And the problem with that is that when it works out, it's normal. When it doesn't work out, it's bad.
Right.
Oh, that's bad. Speaking of, the aliens missed a 94%. We can't lose today. It's a good thing. Speaking of, it's a good thing. Occasionally I do listen to the radio. I heard an advertisement recently for Martha Stewart. She's starting a podcast.
Okay, what is it? Just her normal shtick, except a podcast.
But so one of her things is she's like, what I forget what the specific examples were, but just talking about like luminaries she met. It's just a 30-second advertisement spot to get you interested in the podcast. And she's like, what's what's Bill Clinton's favorite kind of quiche? Like, you'll find out about all these pressing questions. And, you know, she's talking about the pressing questions, quote unquote. And the one example she doesn't bring up of things that I would like to know is, what was it like for you in prison? you know, she's like, you know, she doesn't talk about her friendship with Snoop Dogg either, which is one of the, like, you know, interesting things about Martha Stewart.
I feel like that friendship is more like Snoop Dogg reaching out, though. Like, you know, like, I bet she has, like, no idea, like, why Snoop Dogg was interested in meeting her.
I mean, still, I'm interested to know, like, what is it like to hang out with Snoop Dogg? I'd want to hear anybody talking about hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
Same. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
But she's like, you know, find out how the, you know, the Thailand royal family likes to decorate its kitchen. And I'm like, you know, okay, but can we address the elephant in the room?
Did the Thailand royal family make Drop It Like It's Hot?
Well, I mean, there's that, and also, you know, you went to prison. That's the thing, isn't it? Like, let's not pretend that you didn't. Like, I get that it's low-hanging fruit, but still, like, I'm not going to listen to the Martha Stewart podcast. You're not going to listen to it.
Nope, not at all. I don't think my mother, who loves Martha Stewart, would listen to it either, because she doesn't know what a podcast is.
But there's one thing that would get me to actually download an episode. And that is, you know, I talk about cooking in prison. You know, that's intriguing. What did you make while you were in prison? Did you work in the cafeteria? You know, did you ever have the opportunity to? Hell, you know? That's... I mean, that'd be the obvious thing. If I were the warden of the prison she went to, you know, I'd be like, you know, listen, you can get like a half-reduced sentence if you come and work in the cafeteria. You're Martha freaking Stewart, dude, you know? I would like to see what you can do with powdered eggs. Cooking with Martha again. Yeah, so, you know, we got off on a tangent there, Meg, but I feel like it's an important tangent. One of those important things that needs to be addressed. I can't see being her, you know, handler for these things and not saying, like, you got to talk about prison.
I mean, she's never really talked about it before, so it would be a big draw.
Precisely. You know, why do you think that O.J. Simpson got a book deal, right?
If I did it. Of course, like, all his money was immediately taken because of he still owes like a ton of money to the Goldmans. But
puts arsenic in it and poisons everyone in the prison. You really think Martha Stewart would do that? Maybe she ground up enough apple seeds to get enough arsenic to kill everybody. Actually, that's devious, man. When you really think about it.
was it? Wasn't that one of the old Sherry O'Terry bits on Saturday Night Live? They're like, I'm going to show you how to make a prison shack.
I was about to say, like, I think I just came up with a completely unique concept for a character in some sort of media. Because, like, you can get an apple in prison, no problem. And it takes a lot of apples to make enough arsenic to kill somebody, but... Or no, it's cyanide that comes from apple seeds. Cyanide, sorry. But still, you know, if you wanted to kill everybody in a prison and you worked in a prison cafeteria, it'd probably be pretty easy to just hoard apples until you could kill them all. That's a pretty easy way to get banned from Twitch. And with that, a successful night of XCOM.
Hell yeah!
We didn't even fail any missions, even though we very well could have on that one where we got swarmed by mutons. All right. Well, may the force be with you guys. We'll see each other soon. Do some chivalry tomorrow night.
We raiding anyone?
We only have 5 viewers, but I'll do it anyway because I love our friends. We're sending some people over to Hill Home. He's our guy.
Yeah. Hill homie.
You guys have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Those of you who stuck with us all night, Hyper Mega Man, Mick Creates Games. Appreciate you, dudes. PP Floyd, thank you for co-hosting. We're out of here.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Night, everybody.
Oh man, he shot up my carriage. I'm gonna get less money now. That really sucks. Mega Team Up is here!
This hamlet shall not fall.
Mega Team Up. The most epic gamers on Twitch. Welcome on in, everybody. Wow, okay. Well, I almost drove right in the river there because I was reading chat. What's up, Floyd? Hey, great to see you. Hey, listen, a 5-pack is better than a 0-pack. Okay, so, like, I'm just glad that people show up. All right, that's all that is. So there's a couple bullet